It's Friday, May 30th. The seasonal focus says flowers announce the promise of fruit. The morning focus is the angel of air, opening. Before reading, extend your arms out to the sides, stretch your upper torso, expanding your chest, and do 5 deep breaths. Let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The meditation says, I can feel it, almost see it. There is electricity in the air, which urges life to live. Fully live, it calls to me. Fully know yourself. Accept the challenge of your life. Experience it all. I am the Word, God says. All this and more are you. I am the Word, I say to God. I accept your task for me. Today I will bring the spirit of service to my masterclass. I've got 20 people signed up. Very, very excited for that. And my feelings are, I'm curious for today. There's some exciting things that are going to be happening. I'm very curious for how they will play out. Okay, lesson 150. My mind holds only what I think with God, and I think we are at the end of the review chapter. Yeah, because lesson 151 tomorrow is different. Okay, my mind holds only what I think with God. Magdalene's channeled message. Greetings, beloveds. The true sense of atonement, of what atonement is and what atonement does, is that atonement puts you back into a state of grace, back into a condition of being at one with all that is. Atonement releases you from any sense of separation. Atonement heals the aspect of the mind that believes that one is better or greater than another, that one is distanced or separate from another, that one does not belong to another. Atonement is a bridge. When you think of the word atonement, at one-ment, you are willing to remember yourself as a being that is at one with all that is holy, beloveds, all that is divine, and all that is God. You come to realize that you yourself are an embodiment of that oneness. And it is easy to have this moment of recognition and revelation, beloveds, for it exists within you. And you need only look for it in order to be able to find it. Whatever it is that you seek, you shall find. For that is the law of the universe. So allow yourselves to come today, beloveds, to the realization, the recognition that you have never left where you began, that you are holy and always have been holy, that you are divine and always have been divine, that you are where you are, that where you are, God does indeed exist. For you and God are all one in the same things. For you and God are one in all things, as all things, for all circumstances, and all moments. The breath that you breathe is God's breath. So allow yourself to come to this memory, beloveds. Allow yourself to come to this moment. Allow your hearts to be engaged in love. What does it mean to love with the heart of God? Loving with the heart of God, beloveds, means that there is nothing left and no one, no circumstance, no thought that is left out of the all-encompassing reach of divine love. It means that you fall into the arms of grace and you come to recognize that every moment of your life has been guided by a force that is so powerful, a force that is so loving, that every circumstance of your life was meant to be lived by you. There is a divine pattern to the universe. You have been called to it. You have been drawn to it like a moth to the flame. There is a love that is so exquisite that is an embodiment of you, beloveds. This is salvation. This is atonement. This is the one state of beingness that cannot be denied. And it will come to you, beloveds, for it is your prime directive to be at one with all. To live within the mind of God means that you lend yourself to ask, what would you have me do? When you hear the answer, you respond in kind, and you act in accordance. The will of God will direct you. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? You ask to be a servant. You ask, how may I serve you? How may I bring forth more love? How may I interact with another? Where they have the experience, the divine grace that has been bestowed upon all. You come to see that there is a being that is so loving, so grand, so magnificent. You come to see that you indeed are that beloved being, for you are an embodiment. You are the breath. The very breath that breathes you is God's breath. And then the exhale is you. The exhale, the magnificence that you are, the beauty that you are, the grace that you are. Pure divinity, beloveds. So allow yourself today to take on the countenance of God. Be generous in your sharing. Look at what you have judged and allow yourself the grace of forgiveness. Allow yourself to come to the atonement and know that it is within you to accept salvation as your birthright. And what you're being saved from, beloveds, is the madness of the world. A world that would say, you do not belong. You are not wealthy enough. You are not beautiful enough. You are not smart enough. Beloveds, all of this is the illusion. The atonement and then the salvation, they go hand in hand. For they bring you back to the realization that you are as God created you, a divine being of love, a divine being who is cherished, a divine being who performs miracles by taking moments of fear and transforming them into moments of love. For truly, only love is real, beloved ones. You will allow yourselves to come to remember all of this, for it is a decision, it is a choice. And in this allowance, beloveds, you come to a moment of the most exquisite surrender, in which you say, ah, yes, now I remember. I know who I am. I know where I belong. Life was meant to be lived with love and gratitude and appreciation. And you fall to your knees, and the humility within your heart says, yes, yes, now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, and now I'm found, was blind, and now I see. Beloveds, the only thing that is wretched about you are the thoughts that you have, believing that you are separate than anything other than pure love. So allow that wretchedness to be transformed back into the love that it is. It is a very simple equation. Love as if you have never loved before, as deeply and widely and broadly as you can possibly imagine, starting with yourself. For as you love yourself, that is the vibration that is sent out into the universe. So even in the moments when you believe that you are the worst wretch in the world, grant yourself forgiveness and give yourself permission to love, and God will meet you right there in that holy moment. In that holy instant, you are reconnected with your source. And when you have achieved reconnection with divine source, everything that you have ever desired manifests in front of you. It is quite astounding. So know that you go with our love and our blessings, beloved ones, for the divine lives within you. It is yours. It is your treasure to seek out and to discover. And the secret to it, beloveds, is that it exists so beautifully and magnificently within you. And it is so much closer than you think. It is literally one breath away. So go with our blessings, beloveds. Go with the love that we have found. Go with the love that we have for you and all of beingness. Allow yourself to think with the mind of God. Seek out the mind of God. Come into stillness today and rest in the mind of God. I honor you and I love you, and I will speak with you again. Okay, I'm going to channel Magdalene, but we have one technical glitch. Could you put a note, Linda, inside of the Yeshua Book Club and let them know to come to the main Zoom room? I know that Deborah was having a bit of a challenge getting here, but let's see if the rest can make their way. All right. Here comes Magdalene. Greetings, beloved ones. Beloveds, what you must all give yourself the grace to be able to do is know that you will be in direct alignment and then you will fall out of alignment. You will know with all of your heart that you are loved and appreciated, and then you will somehow find your way to the mind that says, everything is crap. I don't have anything that I want. And you will begin to complain, and you will begin to worry, and you will begin to have anxiety. And then there will be a moment when you once again align yourself with the very breath of life, with the very breath of love. And you will say, ah, yes, I am the one who has created the madness that I now experience. I am the one who has allowed myself to believe that I am somehow disconnected from love and from life. Beloved, it is seemingly impossible. For you to be disconnected would be very much like taking a root of a tree, pulling it from the earth, and expecting it to thrive. You bloom where you are planted, beloved ones, and there is naught else that you can do when you allow yourself to dig into the very roots that allow you to connect to Source itself. And as you extend your trunk and your limbs and your branches and your leaves, beloved, what you will find is that you are the very living trees that walk the earth. You are so deeply connected to the breath of God, to the love of God. You are this very breath. We are all an extension. For when the Father, Mother, God complex, Source itself, the creator of the universe, decided to create all beings and extend free will, what was granted to all beings, beloved, was the choice and the volition of how one wanted to experience what life is. And what life is for all beings, beloveds, is an adventure, grand adventure, in which you have the opportunity to choose how it is that you will see and live and love and experience life itself. So do so, beloveds, with the consciousness that the mind of God is the mind in which you think and the mind in which you create. And have fun with it, beloveds. What adventures can you have? And there may be times that you decide that you want to dance in the dark. Do so with zest and zeal and pleasure. And when you decide to bring yourself back to the light, eventually you will awaken, and we will get to hear of all of your experiences. To this we look forward with pleasure and with love. Blessings, greetings, and salutations to you, beloved ones, and indeed we shall speak again.